You're watching TBPN.
Today is Friday, November 21st, 2025. We are live from the TBPN Ultradome, the Temple of Technology,
the Fortress of Finance,
the capital of capital. We have generated an image of the Aura Farm, the world, trying to understand a
barnyard
map, a barnyard, sort of an AI market map, but through the lens of a barnyard, because that's really what is going on in AI these days. And we can take you on a tour of our farm-based market map to explain what's happening in the state of AI in November of 2025. Tyler, do you want to take us through it?
Sure, yeah. I mean, so we like to use a lot of animal idioms on this show. Yeah. A lot of these you might recognize, but we've kind of expanded out to try to cover all the major players. And so this was made with Nano Banana Pro, extremely good model.
Yep.
But you will notice as you get more and more complex, it gets a little bit
There's
sloppy.
Some slop, sir.
There's some slop in some places.
Yeah, before Nano Banana Pro was released, we would have needed to hire somebody that maybe illustrates children's books, and if they were an expert, maybe they could have whipped something together in a day. This took you far longer than that of prompting over and over and over.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess let's just kind of go through each of the animals. Maybe let's just start with some of the more obvious ones, the ones we've talked about a lot on the show. So let's start over here with the piggies. So here we see the pigs at the slop trough.
Who's there?
Who's
and
there?
So this is broadly this is just labeled as meta.
Yeah.
But you could imagine a lot of people here, right? You could see Sora here.
Sure.
Bill Peebles.
Bill Peebles
Yes.
could be eating some slop.
Yes,
at the
meta
trough.
vibes.
Yeah. Just like broadly AI in general, some people think basically all AI is slop.
They do. There's been a lot of criticism.
Yeah, but I think that one's fairly clear.
You don't want to be at the you don't want to be the pig at the slop trough. Although sometimes maybe the profitability of being a slop farmer is underrated. Obviously, America has a lot of pigs that live at the trough. They eat from the trough. The pigs go to slaughter. They become bacon. They are sold into the economy. You can make a good living as a farmer who maintains a trough.
And then there's the Jeremy Gaffon take, which is we hate slop now because we know that in a few years it will no longer be slop.
Yes,
so
yes.
Don't count out the piggies yet.
This is the sloppiest slop will ever be.
That's
true.
Right. That's true. Okay, who else is on this market
so then
map?
let's move up. Let's see. We have the hen house here.
Yes.
And who's in the hen house is the fox.
The fox.
Right. And so this you can say is kind of Oracle and same Altman, right? Oracle is the hen house.
Yes.
They're letting the fox.
They're letting the fox in a little bit.
Potentially.
And, we'll see what ends up happening, but.
Again, now that I'm looking at this image, the fox isn't actually in the hen house yet.
But he's kind of circling it.
He's
he's
circling
circling
the hen house, and there's a question of how far into the hen house has the fox
And I
gotten.
think it's notable that the chickens don't seem too disturbed yet.
Yes, yeah. They're getting along because the fox could just be browsing, could just be stopping by. It could be a friendly fox.
Friendly fox.
Yeah.
But of course, it is if you have a lot of cash flow as a big company, if you have the ability to borrow billions or hundreds of billions in the debt market, you have to protect your hen house because
that's right.
Foxes might come by and might want to use you to co-sign a loan.
Okay, so then we see the cash cow.
The cash cow.
This is NVIDIA.
The only profits in AI.
For a long time, I don't know if anyone has really unseated them. They're certainly the most profitable by far.
Now you're starting to see maybe some cracks with TPUs.
Okay.
But even then, I mean, they're still.
It's still a cash cow. And we just saw they just beat earnings. I mean, we have an article here from the Journal. NVIDIA results fail to quell AI worries. Not enough people are milking the cash cow.
I gave you the perfect
or
quarter.
maybe the cash cow.
I gave you the perfect quarter.
I know.
And you still sold off.
Maybe the cash cow has been overly milked and is out of milk at this point. But
I think it's still producing.
I think it does seem like it's still producing. That looks like a healthy cow to me.
So here we have the bull in the China shop.
The bull
and
in
that's
the China
Elon.
shop.
I think there's a couple ways you could read into this.
Yes.
So Elon, one is just kind of on the data center infrastructure side, where he's kind of the bull. He's imagine that you're a contractor and you're building data centers for these companies, and then you see Elon come in and he does it in 8 months. What took you in a year and a half?
Yep.
He's kind of messing up your world, right?
Totally.
He's like, oh man, this bull, he's messing up my business. I need to be working way harder, way faster because
he's also shipping features so fast. before people could even have a discussion over adult content, it was like, boom, Annie, here it is,
Yeah,
Valentine.
so this
He's
is the other
moving
way.
so fast.
This is the other way you could say he's the bull, because there's kind of this maybe unspoken rule between the model companies
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, we don't want to go too hard into the companion space. There were companies doing that, but they weren't. It wasn't the OpenAIs, it wasn't the Anthropics, it wasn't the Geminis.
Yeah.
And then
Elon
now you
charged
see
in.
a frontier model
Yeah.
actually moving into there.
Also, Grok is, of course, the maximally truth-seeking LLM. Just yesterday, I was asking Grok who is the strongest CEO in tech, and it told me that Elon Musk is the strongest by far. And it actually compared him to a bull. It said he was stronger than a bull and that he could beat a bull in a fight if he went head-to-head.
I believe it.
With his bare hands.
Absolutely right.
Yes, absolutely right.
Absolutely right.
What else is going on here?
So
I
then
bet
maybe
Claude.
let's
I bet
move
Claude
down.
would agree if you really pressed Claude on it. They'd say, "Yeah, you're absolutely right."
You're absolutely right. Who else is going
So
on?
let's move down. Here we have the lipstick on a pig. And I think
I like the
this,
pig.
you could say, is
The pigs are so happy.
Apple Intelligence.
Yes.
Right? I mean, although I feel like this is actually almost flipped a little bit, right? Because the pig is usually like the ugly thing, and then you add the makeup to make it look nicer.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think that's what they did here, right? They took a bad model and they dressed it up, and they said it was great, and they said you should buy a new iPhone because of it, and the model was bad. And
That's true.
and there's no amount of marketing
Yeah,
that is
you
going to
could-
like change public perception once the
Yeah.
product hit the market.
You could also run the pig is the privacy focused iPhone ecosystem that is pretty difficult to just run in and throw AI on top of. Like Apple has been building a brand around, we don't access your data, we don't store your data, we would never train on your data, and that put them in an awkward position where they couldn't just snap their fingers and deliver a great AI experience, whereas Google has been, hey, we'll give you Gmail for free, but we'll also, probably train on wherever you go on the web and try and understand and route ads to you appropriately. Meta was in a similar position. And so those two companies were a little bit more equipped to just on day one go and deliver AI features. Apple had to put lipstick on their pig, which is their privacy focused
it was definitely
device.
more of like an afterthought. It was more of a kind of shallow integration, you could
Yes.
say. So then we have the dark horse.
The dark horse.
And this is SSI.
Okay.
Of course.
We're still yet to see anything really from SSI.
Elliot just charging around in the background.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of this elusive
Mysteriously.
figure. So the big kind of departures from OpenAI, it was Mira Murati and Ilya, you could say.
Yes.
And Mira Murati's company, Think Machines, I mean, they're
She's raising up rounds.
they have blog posts.
Yeah.
They do actually have a product. They do have a product.
Let's hear it for Why did you tell me earlier? Why'd you bury the lead? They have blog posts.
They're good blog posts. I like
So
them.
in a couple of years, we could be seeing Vibe Reels. Is that what you're saying? We could be seeing launch videos?
So they do have a product, right?
Okay,
It's like RL fine tuning.
Watch your head. There's a hoof.
The horse is really...
But I mean, they're not really dark horse. Like they're a bright horse.
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't know if that's a phrase, but like you can see what they're doing.
They're
you know what they're-
Clydesdale or,
yeah.
or a beautiful
They're a
stallion.
unicorn 50 times over.
50 times
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
We didn't put a unicorn on here. That's an animal.
It would get too sloppy.
Okay, what else do we have? What
so
else is
then-
going on the Aura farm?
So here we see another horse.
Yes.
And there's two ways you could look into this horse,
Yes.
right? One is this phrase, look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yes.
Right? Do you want to explain this, John?
Yes. So, do you know this phrase?
never
You don't know this phrase, looking
I
a gift
actually
horse in the
didn't know
mouth?
this phrase either.
Okay, so looking a gift horse in the mouth is if someone gives
Is
you
this like a term that was thrown around in the 80s?
Yeah,
Okay,
this
so
is back in
before
my
our
day.
time.
Back in my day. So obviously, just giving someone a horse is a valuable asset today, but also hundreds of years ago. It's always been a valuable tool on the farm. And the way that you assess the quality of a horse, one way to assess whether it's been taken care of, whether it's healthy, is to look in its mouth.
Always
look at the teeth.
look a gift horse in the mouth.
No, never look a gift horse.
Oh,
in the
because
mouth.
it would be offensive.
It's offensive.
It's like you're not expressing gratitude.
Yes.
And so I think these are just the public
It's
market
public market
investors.
investors.
Right? We've
They
been
should just
given
be
this
happy.
gift of
Why
AI.
are they selling their stocks right now?
Why are they selling?
They've been giving. They need to be buying
This
They need to be
beautiful gift,
buying more.
and they just don't want it.
Yeah.
They're selling.
They're
Nvidia's
selling.
down.
They're digging in a little bit too much.
Yeah.
They should just be happy that they've been given AI,
Exactly.
the next mega trend.
Exactly. So also the horse
Yes.
could be a workhorse.
A workhorse.
Right? And so I think you could say this is Amazon.
Yeah, they're just
It's a
kinda
bit,
cooking
it's a bit
around.
hard to define Amazon's AI strategy.
It has
right?
been.
Part of it is they're building data centers for Anthropic, but they're definitely not getting overly ambitious. They're
Yeah.
not like, getting over their skis. But they're just doing the hard work. They're building the data centers.
Yep.
They're serving
Yeah.
models.
Maybe not fast enough. They might not be building the data centers fast enough.
Yeah.
They might not be super aggressive. They're not show jumping. They're just dragging the plow.
But
they're
they
just
are,
consistently
old
dragging the
reliable.
plow. Old reliable Amazons cooking along. They're staying out of the slop trough. They're not doing a deal. Amazon has not done a deal yet with OpenAI for the agentic commerce thing. Maybe that changes, but for now they're just plodding along. Who else we got out here?
Let's go to the black sheep.
The black sheep.
So black sheep, there's also a lot of people that could fit in this.
Yes, of course.
But I think maybe Karpathy is one of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Andre
He has
Karpathy.
Some of these contrarian takes about maybe just the decade of agents. Not
To
the
be
year of
clear, we're
agents.
not calling him a sheep. He's not.
It should be more of a black wolf.
Black wolf, but the
Yeah.
idea is that he's standing out. A lot of people in his class of ultra respected, technologists, some of the most experienced. He's really been at Tesla. He's seen the AI wave. He's been working in it for decades. He's really worked on this.
He's printed off
Yes.
of it.
Yeah, he's done
and yet
so
he's
much.
not sitting with the rest of them saying, bah.
He broke rank. Even though he's worked at OpenAI, even though he's worked at Tesla, he broke rank. He went on the Dwarkesh Patel show and said, you know what? I think we're more in a decade of agents. I think AGI might not be right around the corner. He took a contrarian stance at a very controversial time.
And he popped the bubble with it.
He basically popped the bubble with it. Maybe.
No, of
we'll
course,
see.
Of
The
course,
bubble
the
will keep
elephant
going.
in the room. The elephant in the room was, in my view, really more of the 1.4 trillion. Right. That
Yes,
was the question.
yes.
That was the big question. That was what everybody wanted to talk about, or at least understand better. Brad asked the question, and it's been
Yes.
downhill ever since.
Yes. And it is, the elephant in the room is in every conversation, every financing round at this point.
Exactly.
Is this deal predicated on a continuation of exponential growth in investment, in everything? Like how much more, how risky is this relative to the amount of froth in the market?
Yeah.
Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, or a lab founder how they're going to spend 1.4 trillion.
Yeah. Or how they're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who else we got on here?
So then in the top right, we have the bird's eye view.
Yes.
So I thought this
Situational awareness.
was, yeah, this is
Great
situational awareness.
awareness.
This is Leopold,
It's the perfect name.
right?
He has the situational awareness.
He's seeing everything.
Yes.
He's kind of the master of the board.
Yes,
He's
master
taken
of
his
the board.
bets, and he's been doing pretty well off them.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I
okay,
love
so
it.
then we go down, we have lion's share.
The lion's share.
Right, this is Satya. Satya taken great position
It's like
in
I'll
OpenAI.
take
I don't know
I'll
why
take
he's
a
on the
third.
top of a
I'll take
haystack.
I'll take a third of the company,
Yeah.
and you can give me 250 billion,
Yeah.
and I'll take 20% off the top
Yep.
And I'll take all the IP.
as well.
Yeah.
Everything.
I'll also take your chip, and I'll make it my chip.
Your chip is my chip.
The entire
Your chip
contract
is
was
not your
basically
chip.
Your chip as me
the
chip.
entire OpenAI Microsoft deal is basically could just be summarized in one line. I get the lion's share. I get
Yeah.
the lion's share.
We
What
see
do we have?
Monkey Business. These are the podcasters.
That's us. We're
That's
having
us.
fun.
Yep.
We got props. We got all sorts of stuff. Sound effects. We need some. See, we need some monkey sound effects on there. We have a bunch of animal themed sound effects. We need to have more fun with. Anyway,
and then
What else is
maybe
going on?
let's go into the pond. We have the sitting duck.
yes, the sitting
this
duck
is
is
Reddit.
is incredibly cute.
So Reddit.
Why was Reddit a sitting duck?
Yeah. So I think they broadly.
It's because whether or not you have a permit, you're getting the hunters are going to get you.
I think I think Alexis Ohanian sort of laid this out, saying that that when Reddit did the deal to give the data to OpenAI, they didn't realize how valuable that data was going to be, and that relationship has grown, and so they were kind of the sitting duck, just sitting there. They didn't really, they kind of got caught off guard. Maybe could have trained their own model on their data internally.
Yeah, I mean,
They're both-
I feel like
they're both
Reddit
pretty
has
unique.
mostly been. They've kind of already gone out to the slaughter in a sense. Like every model company has trained.
You'd
off
think
them.
so, but look at the market cap. It just keeps going up. Reddit was sold for $5 million or something when it launched. Like it's been
it was 10. It was 10.
It was 10.
To Condé Nast.
10 to Condé Nast. That's a crazy, crazy low valuation. And then eventually spun out. And then for a long time, it was in the hundreds of millions. And no one was thinking this is a tens of billions. Like for a long time, like people, the narrative was not, oh yeah, this will be orders of magnitude more than Snap.
Yeah.
No way. no way. And then it just sort of finally came together.
And we have the headless chicken. This is Perplexity.
Perplexity.
So I think Perplexity, they have a lot of different strategies. Some of them kind of seem opposed to each other, right? Maybe they're doing a browser. Maybe they're doing a Bloomberg terminal.
Maybe they're rebuilding Yahoo Finance. I do see more positive reviews of their browser than any of the other AI browsers.
There's just a lot of stuff going on. It's the Snapchat deal, the trying to buy TikTok, trying to buy Chrome, launching a venture fund, Bloomberg terminal. It's like, are you competing with all of these? Really? You're going to beat TikTok and Chrome and Bloomberg and the next thing?
Have you guys ever witnessed a headless chicken?
No, I haven't.
Growing up in the country, I have.
You grew up in the country? What are you talking about? I thought you grew up with the East Bay rationalists.
I was born in Berkeley, but I grew up in wine country.
Oh, okay.
And I have fortunately, unfortunately, watched my father take one of the chickens. Every now and again, a chicken needs to move on to the next chapter. And as a child,
you sound like you're firing the chicken.
It is a real thing. They run for at least 20 seconds or so. And I'll never forget it.
So next we have the snake in the grass.
Snake in the grass.
This is the Chinese open source models, right?
Yes,
These are
yes,
kind of lurking. I still don't really see that much coverage of Chinese open source models outside
Nobody
of
wants to talk about it.
Well, no one has bags, so they can't pump them. Snake in the grass feels like it's going to attack. Elephant in the room means we got to address it. It's like, it's totally possible that the entire open source LLM ecosystem is just like, there's like a $10 billion business there. It's sort of like, a stalking horse. Another animal-based analogy, but it's sort of a stalking horse for like, hey, Gemini and Anthropic, like if you guys don't lower your prices, we will go to the open source option, and that's sort of what how Linux works. It's like that you can kind of bid the closed source models against the open source models.
It's a very real threat to the business models of some of the closed source models.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's certainly a pressure.
Yeah.
It's Kimmy is hot on everyone's tails. The other thing is a soft power thing, right? Ask a Chinese open source model about Tiananmen Square.
So we agree it's a snake in the grass, but unclear how poisonous the snake is, unclear the size of that snake.
Early bird that caught the worm. This is Josh Kushner.
I think so.
Right?
I like that.
He got the worm. The worm is OpenAI.
Yes.
He was very
early
on.
investor.
Early with size.
Early with size. Doubled down many times.
Yeah.
He got the worm. He's the
Just
early bird.
Incredible. Yeah.
Why is Anthropic donkey work?
Donkey work.
What does donkey work mean?
I'm not 100% sure that this is like a real phrase, but apparently I asked GPT 4.5 and I asked Gemini 3 Pro.
Okay.
And they both said it was a real thing.
Okay, it's boring or laborious part of a job. It's drudgery, donkey work.
In this case, I think it's kind of that Anthropic has gone very hard on coding. And API and enterprise.
Oh, okay,
this kind of
yeah,
stuff.
the laborious work.
It's kind of laborious.
Yeah, they're not doing like the really hot, sexy, like...
They're not doing a browser.
They're not solving science.
Yeah, they're not doing consumer science stuff. Yeah, they're doing the donkey work.
Daria's sitting there being like, who's going to take all the jobs?
Who's going to take all the jobs? I like donkey work. That feels the most accurate for what they're doing. They're going after the entry-level white-collar workers. They're doing the donkey work.
Yeah.
Google.
And then,
I just love this image.
I think this is the last one. Google is the fat cat. Before we had Google as snail's pace, I think this would have been true maybe a year ago.
Fat cat's so much funnier. Look at that cat. It's so fat. I love it.
All the cash flow, all the TPUs.
All the TPUs. They're GPU rich.
The best image model, the best text model, depending on what benchmarks you look at.
Yeah. They're on top of the world.
Slightly concerned. We have a sign for golden goose, but there's
The
no
golden
goose.
goose was removed, but the sign remains.
Who stole the golden goose?
Who killed the golden goose?
Or is there just no gold? If there's no golden goose in the AI barnyard, is that bearish?
The golden goose is a goose that lays a golden egg one every day. And in the parable, in the story, the farmer kills the golden goose to get all of the gold inside, but it is revealed that by killing the goose, you no longer get the passive income.
Maybe one take is the golden goose, they were the neoclouds, and then the market is is taking the goose away.
Yeah.
Right? CoreWeave not in the past what month
Yeah.
they've been selling off a little bit.
CoreWeave continues to lay golden eggs, but the market got overheated, and so that
Yeah.
sort of killed
And they're
the
taking
gains
gold.
or something.
Yeah. And
I
the
don't
gold
know.
is the GPUs, subsidized GPUs.
The chip CEO staring down NVIDIA and talk of an AI bubble. At a board meeting in late 2022, Lisa Su, chief executive of chip designer AMD, announced that she was radically changing course. I'm going to pivot the entire company, she told the directors gathered around a boardroom table at the company's Austin campus. The rise of AI was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, she said, and the company had to put AI at the center of its entire product line. 3 years later, the Santa Clara California-based company has nearly quadrupled in size, its market value rising from $90 billion to more than $335 billion. Despite a recent pullback, AMD's strategy of positioning itself at the center of the global AI race has paid off handsomely, making Su into a billionaire and her company into one of the only viable designers of powerful chips needed to power advanced AI models. In a market that has recently been completely dominated by NVIDIA, Su is showing that there may be a place for a strong number two that can compete
Insane
on price.
flow, by the way. Check this out.
Yeah. This is not the time to stay on the sidelines and worry, hey, am I overinvesting? She said. It's much more dangerous if you underinvest than if you overinvest, in my opinion. Let's go. I love that. As AI models like ChatGPT and Gemini become increasingly integrated into daily life, and as companies design thousands of enterprise software tools that rely on AI models, demand for inference functions is about to go up by 1 billion times, Wong said last month. AMD has a strong line of inference computing chips, but has struggled to design chips powerful enough to compete with NVIDIA in training. Is $200 million the new $100 million in luxury real estate? What do you think?
Many people have been asking that.
So there's a $200 million house in Indian Creek, a $250 million house in Bel Air, a $300 million house in Aspen, and a $205 million house in Palm Beach. A surge of ultra-rich buyers has pushed asking prices to new extremes, yet many headline-grabbing mega mansions languish on the market or trade for a fraction of their debut numbers. Just a decade ago, the $100 million price tag was still considered a new frontier for luxury real estate. The first 9-figure home sale occurred in 2011. By 2019, there had been about 20 sales recorded at that price point. Now, real estate insiders say a new pricing benchmark is setting the tone for the high-end market, $200 million. There's going to be a massive wave of wealth created from the AI boom. And
I would not want to be in the market for a single-family home within 20 square miles of OpenAI.
there's like 40 people that are looking for houses in the $5 to $7 million range in North San Francisco, and there's none for sale. Because
All cash offers.
I'm sure,
Yeah.
sure from the liquidity.
Yesterday, I resigned from TBD Labs / Meta AI. I wasn't there for very long, but I think I got a few useful things done.
Nice.
It's an impressive group of people,
Here.
and it's especially impressive that it got assembled as quickly as it did with such a high talent bar at a large company. Quote unquote founder mode is real and good. I will certainly miss my coworkers there. I think now is an unusually high leverage time to pursue ambitious new projects at the intersection of AI and other technologies. Please reach out to me if you're interested in that sort of thing, and I expect I will have something more detailed to share in not too long.
Is that the sound of 1,000 venture capitalists writing term sheets?
Bernie Sanders
Okay, what's happening with
was
Bernie?
firing shots.
Here are some of the most powerful AI oligarchs in the world enjoying a private dinner with a dictator who murders his own citizens with a bone saw. Whoa. Does anyone really believe they want to wipe out poverty or improve life for ordinary Americans? I don't. And he's sort of mogging Greg Brockman here because he leaves Greg Brockman's net worth. He doesn't even try and estimate it. He just says question mark, question mark,
Guess
question mark.
Bernie Sanders' age.
75,
Guess again.
78,
Guess again.
77,
Guess again.
80,
Guess again.
82.
Guess again.
I have no idea.
84.
84. Oh, he's up there.
He's up there. So Grandpa is is pissed.
He's just,
Yeah, I don't blame Bernie for being a little bit salty at this point because he's never on those charts of the best political traders in
That's
history,
true.
right?
It's true.
He's been having to sit there and watch Nancy Pelosi
Just
go
run it
on
up.
one of the most insane runs.
And he's just missed out.
And
The
he
FOMO must be crazy. Every day he's opening up and Nancy's up another mill. And he's just sitting there like, I missed it.
Luxury watch guy is concerned
Yes.
about the Bitcoin sell-off because he says there are going to be so many effing APs on the market. Facepalm.
Oh, no.
The cryptocurrency industry certainly has been known to enjoy an AP.
Yeah. Google's genius. By not selling TPUs, Google allows NVIDIA to maintain high GPU pricing, which in turn props up price of inference. Google then captures that inference price premium by running TPUs for inference on GCP. This is a conspiracy theory by Dave 3 and 30 Tepper.
Just because you have two players in the market doesn't mean you can sort of have what happens in the soda industry, right? But effectively,
I was thinking about the GLP-1 market. There's just a lot of demand. You don't need to cut prices. The price
and you also understand that you can get in there. There's can be reason not to get in a race to the bottom dynamic and effectively have a gentleman's agreement to keep prices in a certain range. Of course, that can go too far.
Yeah.
But shower thought: why is no one doing outbound for pizza? Hey, this is Gigi from Gigi's Pizza calling. You ordered last week. We have a pepperoni pizza ready and could deliver it in 10 minutes. Are you hungry? Tech sales guy says $1 trillion idea. And of course, it goes viral again. Some ideas and bangers are evergreen.
What is this story of the FBI raising a bounty for a former Olympic snowboarder who turned alleged drug kingpin?
We love these stories. We covered this guy on the show before.
Ryan James Wedding.
He's married to the game.
Is he? What does that mean?
No, Ryan Wedding.
Oh, Ryan Wedding. Okay, yes, he's married to the drug dealing game, I suppose.
He's a former Olympic snowboarder from Canada. He represented Canada at the 2002 Winter Olympics in men's parallel giant slalom.
Whoa.
After the Olympics, it is alleged that he became a transnational drug trafficker and orchestrated the murders of various witnesses.
Whoa.
And he's only 44, so he's kind of just kind of hitting his stride. He was added earlier this year, March 6th, to the FBI 10 most wanted. So he's in the top 10.
10. They have any idea where he is? I wonder how we'd hunt this guy down.
And they're saying he's running one of the largest drug trafficking operation and is believed to be the dominant cocaine distributor in Canada. So from the Canadian Olympic team to the narcotics trafficking MVP status. The hard thing is when they talk about because drug kingpins have just been the stars of so many different great television TV shows and movies. Pam Bondi said he's the modern day iteration of Pablo Escobar.
Somebody was about to turn him in, but they hear that and they're like, oh, he's too cool to turn in. Can't do it. It's not worth it. I just got to be friends with this guy. I'm living through history.
Oh, wow. So after the 2002 Winter Olympics, he moved back to Vancouver and attended university. He got into bodybuilding and started working as a bouncer. After 2 years in university, he dropped out and began to speculate in real estate, which he financed by growing marijuana in a massive warehouse. He eventually expanded his operation and joined up with Iranian and Russian smugglers.
Yeah.
And in 2010, he was convicted of attempting to buy drugs from a U.S. government agent.
Yeah.
And he went to prison for it.
There are so many startups these days that are going after Palantir's market, competing in enterprise software, enterprise AI, forward deployed engineers. It's all a bunch of memes. Everyone's keying off of the Palantir strategy. I think if you're trying to play in that market, you got to take down a most wanted fugitive.
Yeah.
You get the 15 million, that's your seed round, and you use this as marketing. The company that finds this guy, I'm going to believe that your model's pretty good. Whatever you're doing, if you can find this guy, I'm going to be like, yeah, that's enough of an eval for me. You pass the benchmarks. I don't care your MMLU. Tell me how many fugitives have you checked off the FBI top 10 most wanted list. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thanks for hanging out. We love you, and we'll see you on Monday.
Have a fantastic weekend.
Have a great weekend. Goodbye.
Cheers.